So once your tea has steeped for 5 to 10 minutes, you just remove the tea bags. And the tea is really hot. And if you know anything about yeast, you know that they need to be lukewarm. All right, this is okay. So I'm going to, first I'm going to rinse out my jar. You could do this with soap if you like, but I like to just rinse it out because you don't want an over preponderance of either the bacteria or the yeast. You want them to be embedding it out. You just remove the excess bacteria or yeast so that they stay in balance. Now we're going to pour this mixture, the whole thing, into our jar. And it's too hot right now for us to put in the SCOBY. But since this is a shortcut, we're going to just add our sparkling water, our fresh, pure, purified water into the jar and wait till it cools down. So I'm going to start swishing this around so I can also feel the temperature to make sure that the yeast won't all die once we put it in here. All right, that's starting to feel good. And I like to let it go to about this line right here. All right, that's good.
What size jar is that again?
This is a gallon size glass jar. It originally held pickles because I like pickles. Now we are going to take our, I always want to put the baby back in to give it more of a chance. Put that in there. And then this one's not too big, so I'm going to put the whole thing back in. This is about 2 of them. And it's important to pour the starter on top as this will help prevent mold from growing. There we go. That looks good. And now I'm going to replace. We don't put a lid on this jar because it is a fermentation process. This needs to breathe. So I'm going to put a cloth on top of it. And you might think, oh, well, I'll use cheesecloth. But you can't use cheesecloth because the weave is too loose and the fruit flies will get in. So this is just an old t-shirt. You can use an old t-shirt, just any old cloth that you have lying around the house. And then you're just going to take a rubber band and secure that on the bottom here. And then the last thing that I like to do, because I believe this is inviting nature to live into my body, I'm going to give it a prayer, tell it that I love it, and ask for it to bring my body back into balance. There we go. And now you're going to want to put this in a cool, dark place where it can be undisturbed throughout the fermentation process. I would say definitely let it go a week. In the summer, you may go up to 2 weeks, depending on taste. If you wanted to at any time in the fermentation process, you would just open this up, put your straw in, and taste it to make sure that the flavor is to your liking. And in winter, again, it will take a little bit longer, say about 3 weeks. So, happy camping!